Hello students, welcome to today's session. So in this session, we are going to see about examples of the sensors. So sensor, which is a machine that observes the environment and information which can be connected with the process. So a sensor measures a physical quantity and converts into a signal. So sensors translate measurements from the real world into a data for the digital domain. So far we have seen the sensor technology and different types of sensors, namely analog sensors and digital sensors. So we are going to see some examples. So here the temperature sensor. Okay. So the temperature measuring and control sensors. Thermistor. Okay. So here the component called a thermistor which shows larger changes in resistance within narrow environment temperature range, that is 120 degree to minus 90 degree Celsius. So here thermistor, which is applications used in home automation in sensing the cloud cover, and the output of the thermistor which is connected to the circuit of a signal conditioning amplifier, and then ADC analog to digital conversion, and then microcontroller serial port. So here the negative temperature coefficient thermistor which shows the drop in the resistance value with rise in temperature. So the positive is just opposite to that. So the output of the thermistor which is connected to the circuit of signal conditioning amplifier. So after getting the data, so the thermistor circuit which is connected to a signal conditioning amplifier, here the input data is amplified. So and then the corresponding digital value is converted from analog to digital converter, and then it is transferred to the microcontroller serial port. So here the temperature changes 120 degree to minus 90 degree. So this is the characteristics. So it changes larger changes in resistance within narrow environment temperature range. So a negative temperature coefficient thermistor which shows a drop in the resistance value with rise in temperature. So when the temperature rises, there is a drop in the resistance value. So when a sensor with positive temperature coefficient, so resistance value of PTC, that is positive temperature coefficient resistor, rises within rise in temperature. So here the resistance value of positive temperature coefficient, the resistor rises with the rise in temperature. With increase in temperature, the resistance value also rises. So here the thin wire of platinum or other metallic alloys which shows linear changes in the temperature. So it is used for temperature sensing and measuring the values over very wide ranges of temperature. So particularly 0 to 1600 degree Celsius. So here the temperature IC sensor, the certain ICs which have AD590 which functions as temperature transducer and generates 1 milliampere for every 1 degree rise in temperature. So here when the 1 degree Celsius rise in temperature, it gives the output current as, generates the output current as 1 milliampere. So the output of transducer connected to a signal conditioning amplifier ADC and then to serial port interface. So here the output which is connected to amplifier and then to analog to digital converter and then to microcontroller through serial port interface. So readily available temperature sensors have inbuilt circuitry. So we just have 3 terminals, that is 2 for 5 volt or 3.6 volt supply, that is positive, and negative terminals, and 1 for ADC input, that is V in. So here the certain ICs which is having AD590, so the temperature transducer also 1 micro and 1 milliampere for every 1 degree rise in temperature. So after that the output of the transducer connect to the signal conditioning amplifier and with the ADC and then to serial port interface at the microcontroller. So next one, humidity sensor. So here the use of capacitance changes for measuring relative humidity. Here the output is proportional to relative humidity percentage, that is humidity sensor available from that is SparkFun, a US company. The sensor which given input supply at positive and ground potential, that is negative potentials, it generates voltage, okay, with respect to as a function of relative humidity percentage. So here that is a relative percentage ratio, that is RH percentage of content of water vapors in air compared to 1 in a situation of maximum possible water vapor content for the air temperature at the instant of measurement. So greater than 90% humidity, which signifies in a rainy day. So if that humidity percentage is 90, so it shows that it is a rainy day. So a capacitor sensor which shows changes in capacitance as a percentage of relative humidity changes. So the readily available humidity sensors shows output voltage proportional to RH, that is relative humidity percentage. So VRH is directly given to the ADC, that is voltage from the relative humidity sensor is directly given to analog to digital output, analog to digital converter, and analog to digital converter output is connected to the serial port interface at the microcontroller. So the circuit can be used for measuring relative humidity percentage. The computations were given in relative humidity in percentage. So next one, distance IR based sensor. So here that is using of time intervals between IR pulses and reflected pulses for measuring the distance of an object. So here the infrared sensor is useful for a 0.15 meter to 0.8 meter range of objects. So here IR sensor works on the principle that when a narrow beam IR LED sends radiation at an inclined angle, so the nearby phototransistor FPT which receives the reflected radiation after traveling 2 times the object distance. So the reflected radiation delay, so that is equal to 2 into 3.3 nanosecond per meter. So it is between the transmitted and reflected signal is proportional to the distance. So the distance which can be measured for objects from 0.1 to 0.8 meter. So above 0.8 meter, the reflected intensity may be insufficient for detection, and below 0.15 meter, the time interval is less than 1 nanosecond, which inhibits the detection. So readily available distance IR based sensors shows output voltage proportional to distance. So the sensor LED, IR LED is given input supply at positive and negative, that is ground potential terminals. Say an IR FPT, that is phototransistor, along with internal circuitry generates output, that is V distance as a function of distance. So a V distance is directly given as the input to ADC and ADC output to microcontroller serial port. So it compute for the given distance. So alternatively, ultrasonic sensors sense the pulses. The frequencies of ultrasonic waves are of few kilocycles. So the use of time intervals between ultrasonic pulses and their echoes for measuring distance from an object. So the detection of echo from ultrasonic pulses and an associated circuitry generates a signal proportional to the distance. So ultrasonic wave delay is 2 into 3 millisecond per meter in air, which is as the speed of sound in air, that is 330 meter per second. So long range distances and any obstacles nearby can be detected using ultrasonic sensors. So these sensors are used in industrial automation, rail tracks and oil pipeline faults. So next one, a light intensity sensor. So the use of photoconductor, p-n junction photodiode or phototransistor for measuring the intensity of light. So the photoconductor can be used to detect the light in the vicinity. Usage of photoconductor, p-n junction diode, photodiode and then phototransistor for measuring the light intensity. So the sensor shows a drop in resistance with surrounding light. So if the sensor senses the light, there is a drop in resistance. So alternatively, the p-n junction photodiode or phototransistor can be used to measure incoming radiation intensity incoming from a particular direction. So the output of the sensor circuit connects the signal conditioning amplifier, ADC and microcontroller. So next is the MEMS sensor, that is micro electromechanical sensor. It is used for acceleration purpose. So usage of MEMS for measuring the acceleration components in 3 axes, that are by capacitive variations in 3 axes. So it detects the linear acceleration AX, AY and AZ along the 3 axis X, Y, Z. So here the MEMS moves when a mass moves along a direction. So a mechanical movement has 3 components. The variations, so components, that is X, Y and Z. So the variations cause the variation in capacitance value. So this variation will cause the variation in capacitance value between the 2 plane surfaces. So here the capacitance values are Cx, Cy and Cz. So the value of each capacitance depends on the space between the 2 plane surfaces, which varies on acceleration along an axis. So these capacitance are part of an electronic circuit, and resulting voltage variations gives the AX, AY and AZ. So the accelerometer sensor is used in new generation mobile phones. So the display screen image and menu items rotate and align horizontally or vertically on detecting the 3 components using the sensor when it rotates along with the phone. So the accelerometer also detects up and down, right and left and front and back acceleration given to the device by the user. So based on the input from the components, acceleration components, so the sensors, so it is having a signal conditioning unit and ADC, analog digital conversion, and then microcontroller, which is having a serial clock and serial data. So that is serial communication. So here the SparkFun ADX335 is a readily available accelerometer sensor. So the accelerometer is given input supply at positive and negative supply, that is ground potential terminals, and it generates 3 outputs Vx, Vy and Vz as a function of time. So the computation which gives Ax, Ay and Az. So next, vibrations and shock sensor. So here the MEMS which may use piezoelectric effect in place of capacitive change effects. So the effect which is observed in certain specific materials. So the effect which is observed in certain specific materials is accumulation of electric charges on surfaces due to mechanical compression of the piezoelectric material. So here the vibrations and shock sensors. So here the MEMS may use piezoelectric effect in place of capacitive change effects. So here the vibrations and shock sensors. In the MEMS may use photoelectric effect. So here the vibrations and shock sensor. So here the MEMS, that is micro electromechanical sensor, which uses piezoelectric effect in place of the capacitive change effects. So this effect observed in certain specific materials, this accumulation of electric charges on surface due to mechanical compression of the piezoelectric material. So the rate of change of number of charges with time, which implies the flow of current. So here the rate of change of number of charges with time implies a flow of current. So here the vibrations create repeated compression and decompression. An associated electronic circuit generates output according to the intensity of vibrations. So the circuit also senses the mechanical shocks. A user initiates the vibrations or shocks, or the device shakes when it falls. Then the inbuilt sensor in the mobile senses these changes and system takes action as a programmed one. So next is the gyroscopic sensor. So it is the angular acceleration and change in direction. So that is the angle. So here gyroscope is a sensor which measures the change in angular velocity, that is angular acceleration, and the change in direction, that is the angle. So the application which takes measurements using a gyroscope or accelerometer, and then system initiates actions as a programmed one. So here the accelerometer and system initiates as programmed. So the mobile gaming applications uses in motion gestures of a player when deploying a gyroscope. So next one is orientation and direction compass. So a gyroscope can be used as an electronic compass or digital compass and show change in direction, that is the angle. So here alternatively the digital compass can also be used. Digital compass which shows the direction north, south, east and west. So it also shows the direction in which an object is inclined. So the compass is a very simple device used for navigation. So it has a magnetic strip which aligns towards the earth magnetic north under the influence of earth magnetic field. So the compass shows by how many degrees the device's north is inclined from the actual earth magnetic north in a clockwise direction. So mobile device north means the screen's upper direction, south means the lower, west means the left and east the right. So a digital compass is an electronic device, okay, is used to detect the orientation or direction with respect to the north in degrees. So a compass gives a digital output in terms of a sequence of ones and zeros. So it gives the output as ones and zeros. So readily available digital compass sensor sends ones and zeros to microcontroller serial port. So the sensor which is given at input supply, which connects to the serial port terminals and serial clock, SCL and serial data. So the sequence of serial bits which corresponds to a byte, that is 8-bit binary number. So computation of angle F with respect to the north direction. So the sequence of serial bits corresponds to a byte, that is 8-bit binary number, and computation for angle F with respect to the north direction. So next one is the magnetic sensors and magnetometer. So here the magnetometer present in a device which enables three-dimensional interactions between a tiny magnet M1 in the device and a nearby ion magnetized piece, that is M2, without touch. So it uses the magnetic field created in the environment of the device. So the magnetometer is also used as a orientation, proximity and distance sensor for iron or steel objects in industrial automation. So one application also identifies presence of iron or steel objects and switches off the phone upon detection. So another application which monitors the changes in magnetic fields of M1 and identifies the gestures of the user. So next one is electric current. So the current that is AC and DC. Alternating current AC is detected by a miniature transformer and its associated circuitry. So a direct current DC which flows in one direction at all instants, it detects a sensor and detects using a sensor circuit which detects the magnetic field by flowing current. So they can connect to the microcontroller using its associated circuitry. So readily available electric current and voltage V or power, that is product of voltage and current which are used. So the computation can be done in the microcontroller and then wireless transmitter can transmit the data through Wi-Fi to the utility company. So next one is the sound. So a microphone is used to send sound. So a readily available electronic board with a microphone connects to the microcontroller which can control an actuator for actions based on the sensed sound. So it recognizes the voice and then take the required action such as dialing a number using the actuator circuit or switching on the car. So next, sensing the things, that is reading barcode. So barcode uses one-dimensional or two-dimensional code. So barcode is a representation of data. So the data relates to the objects where the printed code strip is attached. So the code is read by an optical scanner. So earlier a barcode would systematically represent data by varying the widths and spacings of parallel lines. So the code for was a linear or one-dimensional code. Later that barcode evolved into rectangles, dots, hexagons and other geometric patterns in 2 dimensions. So the 2D system uses symbol which are also referred to as barcode. So barcode reader is a scanner for printed code called the barcode. So an electronic device which reads the output for a port of microcontroller or computing device or computer. So the scanner has a light source. When it is switched on, the light impulses passes through the lens and focuses on the black and white spaces of the barcode. So the light source can be a LED based or laser based. So reflected light sensor or a CCD, that is charge coupled device detector at the scanner along with the associated decoder circuit converts the optical impulses into electronic pulses and analyzes the barcode's image data. So the resolution commonly used is of dimension 0.33 millimeter of the printed code. The sensor sends the contents of the barcode as ones and zeros at the input port of the computing device. So next one is that QR code. So the QR code is an abbreviation of quick response code. So it was first used in automotive industry. So its applications are product identification, tracking, marketing and document management. So the QR code uses standardized encoding modes such as numeric, alphanumeric, byte, binary or other. So the code stores the data efficiently and it is extendable. So it is now popular in industries other than the automotive industries. It is read faster and the data stored is more than that using a standard universal product code, that is UPC. So here the QR code, which consisting of black square dots arranged in a square grid format of a white background. So the required data is at patterns in both horizontal and vertical components of the image. So the scanner or camera reads the code and the data is processed using an error correction method called Reed-Solomon method. So the processing takes place till the process results in appropriate interpretation of the data. So next is motion sensors for moving objects. So here the motion or speed is measured in meter per second. So the sensors which measures delay between successive reflected IR light pulses. An LED source is an IR light source and a phototransistor is an IR sensor. So alternatively, ultrasonic wave echoes which can be used to sense the motion of light. So the sensors measures the delay between successive echoes. The readily available motion sensors such as spark fun sensor which shows output voltage proportional to motion. The sensor is given input supply at positive and negative, that is ground potential terminals is generates output Vm as a function of meter per second. So the computations gives variation in the speed of nearby objects and also shows vibrations. Security systems uses the motion sensors to communicate data on the internet and raise security alarms. So next is pressure sensors. Pressure which is measured as a force per meter square. So pressure can be sensed in a number of ways. The sensor is called pressure transducer, pressure transmitter, pressure sender or pressure indicator. So the pressure sensor uses the resistance changes due to strain. Alternatively, they use piezoelectric effect. So the piezometer pressure transducer uses a piezoelectric object between two surfaces. So the compression creates electric charges on the opposite surfaces of the object. The flow of charges generates current and voltages which provides the measure of pressure. So a resistive sensor also measures variation of resistance with force. The force creates a stress and thus the strain. Readily available pressure sensors such as spark fun sensor shows output voltage proportional to pressure. The sensor is given input supply at positive and negative, that is ground potential terminals, and it generates output Vp, that is voltage, as a function of pressure. So application of pressure sensor can be explained as a tire pressure monitoring system that uses the pressure sensors on each tire. So the sensor communicates the tire pressure in each tire and corresponding monitoring circuit sends alerts on the dashboard of the vehicle. So Vp, that is a pressure voltage which is directly given to the ADC, that is analog to digital converter, and ADC output to the serial port interface at the microcontroller. The circuit can be used for measuring pressure. The computations which gives the pressure value P. So next is environmental monitoring sensors. So here the environment parameters are temperature, humidity, barometric pressure and light. So a collective use of these parameter sensors which enables monitoring of the environment. So the data of these sensor adapted to the requirement and sends communication to the cloud through internet or web for the environment monitoring applications. The circuit with associated sensors as one compact electronic board. So for example, light environment on the street monitors the light in the street lighting concept. So next one is location data. So determining location of an object means finding its distance from several fixed locations which are in multiple directions. And also measuring the intensity of light or IR or ultrasonic waves. It enables computation for a location in case the source location intensities and attenuation parameter is known. So next one is a global positioning system, always knows that GPS. So it is a location determination which is using computations of data from circuits to receive GPS satellite signals. So that is a geographical positioning system. So the user which is receiving the location from a service provider. So the service provider finds the user location with respect to the input from its base stations. So next one is a camera. So it is an image sensor. So the camera uses charge coupled device which consisting of large number of pixels exposed to the light from the image. So it accumulates charges on each of the pixel present at a large number of horizontal and vertical coordinates. So the charge accumulation is as per the intensity of the light at the corresponding pixel coordinate in the image. So colored camera has set of RGB, that is red, green and blue light intensity components at each pixel coordinates. So the camera generates a file from RGB intensities at each image pixel. So the file gets saved in the memory after compression in JPG format or ZIP format or any other standard format for storing the image. So a computer communicates the saved file to the internet for applications such as industrial IoT, home security systems, ATM security systems, automotive IoT or participatory sensing IoT. So next one is LiDAR. So light plus radar, that is laser imaging, detection and ranging. So next one is LiDAR, that is light plus radar. The next one is LiDAR, light plus radar, that is laser imaging, detection and ranging sensors that and laser 3D imaging technology which enables remote sensing and imaging. So it finds distance by throwing light using laser on target. So the sensor senses the reflected light which enables computations of distance. So next one is a laser 3D imaging. 3D imaging is feasible using laser 3D imaging technology. So the technology uses both scanning and non-scanning systems. So 3D gated viewing laser radar is a non-scanning system using pulse laser and fast gated camera. So far we have seen about the examples of the sensors, temperature measuring and control sensors, sensor thermistor characteristics, sensors with positive temperature coefficient and temperature IC sensor, humidity sensor,